The Queen receiving a gift from Scott Morrison sparked fury in the Australian Prime Minister's homeland, with one commentator stating, "Pass me the bucket." Yesterday, Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Mr. Morrison agreed on the broad terms of a free trade agreement (FTA) between the two countries, marking a new dawn in their relationship. Following the announcement, the Queen held a rare face-to-face meeting with Mr. Morrison at Windsor Castle, where the 53-year-old is said to have told her she was quite the hit at the G7 summit. Her Majesty, who is also the monarch of Australia, was photographed smiling while the pair spoke, before she told him, "It is very nice to see you, in person this time." The last time the pair met was in 2019 when Mr. Morrison gave the Queen, who has a deep love of horses, a signed copy of the official biography of champion racehorse Winx. But some were not impressed. Australian news publication Junkie reported, "This is, sadly, not a joke." It added, "Nothing better captures the spirit and identity of Australia than Winx, a horse." Prominent Australian lawyer Chris Murphy tweeted, "Scott Morrison meeting the Queen and giving her a signed copy of a book about Winx. Pass me the bucket," and Republican campaigner Sarah Brash added, "PM tongue-tied and wife curtsying. Tells us everything we need to know about British monarchy still providing our head of state." Republicanism in Australia is a movement to change the country's system of government from a constitutional parliamentary monarchy to a republic. Removing the power of the Queen, it became prominent at the end of the 20th century after successive legal and socio-cultural changes loosened Australia's ties with the UK. But voters rejected a proposal to establish a republic in a referendum held in 1999. However, according to historian Professor Jenny Hocking, there has been a 19% increase in membership of the Australian Republic movement in the last year or so. The first peak came after Professor Hocking won a landmark court case that saw the release of the Palace Letters. The letters were held by the National Archives of Australia, which would ordinarily have made them publicly accessible after 30 years. But the Queen had placed an embargo on them until at least 2027. Their release showed the correspondence between the Queen, through her private secretary, and Australian Governor-General Sir John Kerr around the time of the 1975 constitutional crisis, in which Sir John dismissed Australian Prime Minister Gough Whitlam after he failed to pass his budget. Debate has raged ever since as to whether Sir John had a right to do this and how much the Queen knew about it. The second spike in membership is said to have come after Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey.